CDL Practice Test, New York, General Knowledge, Part 1. Question number 1. What is hydroplaning? A. When you hit a pothole. B. Driving in the snow. C. When the tires skim over the road surface. The correct answer is here, C. When the tires skim over the road surface. Explanation. On a wet road at lower speeds, modern tires will usually channel water away to maintain contact with the road. However, in deep water at higher speeds, the channeling action of the tires becomes less effective and the tires start to ride on a layer of water like water skis. This is called hydroplaning. It may result in a loss of braking and steering control. Question number 2. Which of the following is not a likely effect of overloading a truck? A. Overloading a vehicle can cause it to gain too much speed on downgrades. B. Overloading a vehicle causes an increase in the time it takes to stop. C. Overloading a vehicle can have a negative effect on steering. D. Overloading a vehicle makes it more likely the vehicle will stall. The correct answer is here, D. Overloading a vehicle makes it more likely the vehicle will stall. Explanation. Lack of steering control, speed control, and braking control are the primary concerns with an overloaded vehicle. Stalling your vehicle is unlikely to be affected by overloading. Question number 4. How does bleeding tar affect the road surface and driving conditions? A. It is very sticky and slows down your vehicle. B. It does not affect the road surface or driving conditions. C. Tar rises to the road surface in very hot weather, causing the roads to become very slippery. The correct answer is here, C. Tar rises to the road surface in very hot weather, causing the roads to become very slippery. Explanation. On hot days, tar in the pavement can rise to the surface and create a slippery film on the road surface. Question number 6. The most common cause of serious vehicle skids is A. Poorly adjusted brakes. B. Bad tires. C. Poorly designed roads. D. Driving too fast for road conditions. The correct answer is here, D. Driving too fast for road conditions. Explanation. A skid happens whenever the tires lose their grip on the road. Most serious skids result from driving too fast for road conditions. Drivers who adjust their driving to conditions don't over-accelerate and don't have to overbrake or oversteer from too much speed. Question number 7. Which of these statements about managing space is true? A. Many accidents are caused by drivers keeping too much space in front of their vehicles. B. Smaller vehicles require more space to stop than larger ones. C. When the road is slippery, you should keep much more space in front of your vehicle. The correct answer is here, C. When the road is slippery, you should keep much more space in front of your vehicle. Explanation. Large, heavy vehicles have long braking distances. On slippery roads, the braking distance will be even longer. Make sure you leave an adequate following distance behind the vehicle ahead of you. The formula for following distance under ideal conditions is 1 second per 10 feet of vehicle, plus an extra second if you are traveling over 40 miles per hour. On slippery roads, increase your following distance even more. Question number 8. How does the height of the vehicle's center of gravity affect safe handling? A. Trucks with a high center of gravity can roll over at the posted speed limit for a curve. B. Trucks with a high center of gravity can stop faster. C. Trucks with a high center of gravity can get stuck on railroad tracks. The correct answer is here. A. Trucks with a high center of gravity can roll over at the posted speed limit for a curve. Explanation. Trucks with a high center of gravity are much more likely to roll over on a curve, even if they are not exceeding the posted or recommended speed limit. When driving such a vehicle on a curve, slow down well below the posted speed limit. Question number 9. Which of the following CMVs are most likely to get stuck at a raised railroad crossing? A. Moving van. B. Lowboy. C. Car carrier. D. All of the above. The correct answer is here. D. All of the above. Explanation. These trailers can get stuck on raised crossings, low slung units, lowboy, car carrier, moving van, possum belly livestock trailer, single axle tractor pulling a long trailer with its landing gear set to accommodate a tandem axle tractor. Question number 10. How do you correct a drive wheel acceleration skid? A. Countersteer the steering wheel. B. Apply more power to the wheels. C. Stop accelerating. The correct answer is here. C. Stop accelerating. Explanation. To recover from a skid, first stop doing what caused it in the first place. To recover from a drive wheel acceleration skid, first take your foot off the accelerator. To recover from a drive wheel braking skid, stop braking. To recover from a front wheel skid that was caused by driving too fast for current conditions, slow down. Question number 11. When you check the condition of visible parts during your pre-trip inspection, make sure that they are secured against snagging, rubbing, or wearing. A. Frame and cross members. B. Primary and secondary safety cab locks. C. Airlines and electrical wiring. The correct answer is here. C. Airlines and electrical wiring. Explanation. During your pre-trip inspection, check the airlines and electrical cables for any signs of wear, snagging, or rubbing. Question number 12. You are driving in a work zone. Suddenly a construction vehicle pulls into your lane just ahead of you. What should you do? A. Stop quickly and pull to the side of the road. B. Swerve around it and get back into your lane. C. Use your four-way flashers or brake lights to warn others. The correct answer is here. C. Use your four-way flashers or brake lights to warn others. Explanation. When approaching a hazard in a work zone, warn the drivers behind you by flashing your brake lights or, if state law allows it, turning on your four-way flashers. Question number 13. You are driving in the right lane of a 4-lane, undivided road. Traffic is heavy. You come around a curve and then you notice a hazard ahead in your lane. You don't have enough room to stop. What should you do? A. Steer into the left lane. B. Brake hard and brace for collision. C. Steer to the right. The correct answer is here, C. Steer to the right. Explanation. If you are approaching a hazard and are unable to stop in time, the safest maneuver is usually to bypass it on the right, even if it means moving onto the shoulder. If you steer to the left in heavy traffic, you could collide with another vehicle or force it into oncoming traffic.